How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. And today I want to talk about how you can unblock Spotify or any other website that may be blocked in Russia. Now, lately, the Russian government has been blocking, throttling, and restricting a lot of websites. And of course, the West is also imposing sanctions on Russian websites. So, you might be getting caught in the middle. So what you want to do in this situation is, first of all, protect yourself from the Russian authorities that are restricting anybody and censoring anybody in Russia from talking about the war or calling it a war. You're only allowed to call it a special military operation. And of course, you also want to bypass the sanctions that are being imposed by the United States on Russia. So if you're a Russian citizen, obviously you're getting caught up in the middle and you have nothing to do with it. So what you want to do is use a VPN. Now, in this article here, as you can tell here, Russia, by the New York Times, Russia intensifies censorship campaign pressuring tech giants. Now, I'm no longer able to access the article, but I did capture the most important kind of bit from the entire article, and I'm not going to subscribe to it, obviously. So here, as you can tell, in November, the government listed 13 companies that must comply with the new landing law. So Meta, Twitter, TikTok, LikeMe, Pinterest, Viber, Telegram, Discord, Zoom, Apple, Google, Spotify, and Twitch. And as it says here, on February 16, an official said companies that did not comply by the end of the month would face penalties. In addition to fines and possible shutdowns or slowdowns, the penalties could disrupt ad sales, search engine operations, data collection, and payments, according to the law. Yeah, you may be finding that some websites are a bit slow. It's because they're being throttled by the Russian government. Maybe they're restricted. Maybe you can't reach them in the first place because they're blocked. So what you want to do in this case is simply use a VPN. So I do have these recommendations, by the way. If you guys are interested in any of these VPNs, you'll find links to special deals and discounts in the description down below, as well as full reviews if you'd like to learn more about them. So all you need to do really is just connect to a server that is outside of Russia. So here's Russia. You can just zoom in here and connect to any server, really. Obviously, the closer the server, the better. And if you want to double check that you indeed connected to the server and that you're no longer using the Russian ISP servers, just double check with any of the what is my IP address websites in order to double check. So let's just disconnect, for example, here, and let's say you get NordVPN instead of Express. You could just let's connect to Finland, for example. It's very simple, really. Just connect, and if you would like to double check that you did connect, all you need to do is check a website that just finds out about your IP address, that just gives you information about your IP address, and you're good to go. As you can tell, I did change my IP address, and it shows that I'm in Finland because I'm connected to the Finnish server on NordVPN. So it really is as simple as that when it comes to unblocking websites or any other service, really, whether you're in Russia or anywhere else that may be considered a censorship heavy country. All right, so just to give you guys a little introduction into these VPNs, again, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about them, you'll find the reviews down below, but I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. So with ExpressVPN, you've got over 3,000 servers in 94 countries, and you'll be able to secure up to 5 devices per subscription. And of course, you have basic features such as the kill switch, as well as split tunneling. And the kill switch will stop your internet traffic if the VPN disconnects unexpectedly. And obviously, if you're in Russia, this is going to be very useful, or if you're in any other censorship heavy country, because what this will do is that it will make sure that you're only going to be connected to the internet when the VPN is on. And the moment the VPN goes off, you will no longer have access to the internet. Okay, so this is going to be a very useful feature. And if you're in any censorship heavy country where you might risk kind of getting tracked down by the government or the authorities because of your opinions or whatever, you want to keep this feature on, the kill switch. You want to keep that one on, okay? Now, split tunneling will give you the ability to select which applications are routed through the VPN and which are not. As far as protocols, you can go with any protocol you would like. You can test them out. I would suggest you stick to automatic if you don't want to ever mess with the protocol section again, though I do like sticking to lightweight simply because it is the fastest protocol. Okay, now just to note one thing with regards to censorship before I move on to NordVPN and Surfshark, ExpressVPN is going to be your best bet here when it comes to protecting yourself from authoritative dictatorships or any kind of very censorship heavy countries. And the cool thing about ExpressVPN is that you don't have to do any kind of configuration, no manual configuration, nothing is required. All you need to do is download it. It's as much of a plug and play VPN as it can get, really. And it's made to be that way. It's as accessible as possible. It's very easy. There's nothing complicated about the user interface, and that's exactly what it's made for. But yeah, if you want to be as safe as possible, go with ExpressVPN. NordVPN still works great, though you might have to download the NordVPN version that works in censorship-heavy countries. So you can just go to the website and download that. It's exactly the same version, but it's made for those that are in censorship-heavy countries. And Surfshark works just fine because, especially, you have your rotating IP here, which is a great new feature, which will automatically rotate your IP address while your VPN location stays the same, so that you're much tougher to track down. And then No Borders mode will help you bypass internet restrictions such as the Great Firewall of China. Now, if the obfuscated or if the No Borders mode doesn't work here, then you might have to actually do some manual configuration to make it work. But Surfshark overall is a great option, as well as NordVPN. They're great options for internet or censorship-heavy countries. Whereas ExpressVPN is just made to be as easy as possible to use, okay? Now, moving on with NordVPN, you've got over 5,200 servers in 60 countries, so that's 34 less countries than ExpressVPN. And you've got specialty servers such as Double VPN, Onion or VPN, and peer-to-peer if you're interested in that. And if we go here, you do have an ad blocker, the powerful NordLynx protocol. You want to stick with that as the fastest one, and it works nearly 100% of the time, really. Not only do you have a conventional kill switch, just like Express and Surfshark, but you also have an app kill switch, which will close selected apps when you disconnect from the VPN or the connection drops, rather than closing the entire connection. Of course, you have split tunneling, and you have a custom DNS feature which will allow you to change your DNS very easily. It's just an easy way to change your DNS, really. And obfuscated servers if you're in censorship-heavy countries. So yeah, you don't really have to use this unless using NordLynx protocol is just not working for you. And NordVPN will allow you to secure up to 6 devices per subscription. And finally, with Surfshark, you have over 3,200 servers in 65 countries. And the cool thing about Surfshark is that you'll be able to secure an unlimited number of devices with just a single subscription, which is great. Okay, and just like NordVPN, you do have specialty servers such as multi-hop and static IP. And by the way, Double VPN is the same as multi-hop, which will route your connection through 2 servers rather than 1, making it, well, double as difficult to track you down. You'll be routed through 2 servers and 2 IP addresses rather than just 1. And of course, you have your basic security features such as Bypasser, which is the same as split tunneling. It's just named Bypasser here. Your kill switch, Clean Web, which is your ad blocker. And finally, you have a handful of protocols. You can just stick to automatic if you don't want to mess with your protocols, or you can go with WireGuard, which is a powerful, or it will be the fastest protocol as well. And as I explained before, you have rotating IP and no borders mode if you're in a censorship-heavy country. So yeah, you can be sure that these VPNs will definitely help you bypass whatever restrictions are imposed on you by your government, whether you're in Russia, China, UAE, or any other authoritative or country that doesn't really like the concept of free speech. You want to keep yourself protected. So yeah, this is the way to go. Again, if you're not satisfied, by the way, with any of these VPNs, you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee.
So you don't have to commit to the long-term plans, although the long-term plans will save you the most money. But if you're not, let's say, satisfied with any of these VPNs, you are able to claim your refund. It's a very hassle-free process. All you need to do is go to any of the websites, let's say with ExpressVPN here, hover over the bottom right. It's the same with Nord and Surfshark, by the way. Just go to the bottom right of any of the websites and you'll be able to access the live chat support, and they'll be able to refund you within 2 to 3, 4 business days. It's a very hassle-free, little to no questions asked kind of process. So again, you'll find links to special deals and discounts in the description down below. Feel free to take advantage of the discounts. And of course, if you'd like to learn more about these VPNs in terms of their privacy policies, speed, streaming, and torrenting capabilities, as well as security and features, be sure to check the reviews, the full in-depth reviews down in the description. So that'll be it for this video. Stay safe. Comment below if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer all of them. Like and subscribe if you'd like to support the channel and stay up to date with everything VPNs and cybersecurity. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.